Each year, cases of flood, erosion, land degradation, oil spill and other environmental hazards increases in various parts of the country. Some of these challenges have natural causes, while some are induced by human activities. On this week's edition of the program, we will be looking at the environment with particular attention to erosion management. Hello there, thank you for joining me on the program this week. I'm Gloria Umezuki. The challenges of erosion have rendered several Nigerians homeless, and some communities are facing extinction, so to speak. Well, to reduce the vulnerability of erosion, the federal government launched the Nigeria Erosion and Watershed Management Project, a World Bank-funded initiative. Well, we shall be looking at how much the project has succeeded in the reduction of the scourge of erosion. But up ahead, we bring you a report of how climate change is taking its toll on Nigeria's environment and her resources. Natural events and human activities have greatly affected Nigeria's environment, from the vast gully erosion ravaging the southeast to the flood in states like Lagos and the desertification in northern part of the country. Nigeria is feeling the impact of climate change. The agricultural sector contributes some percentage of Nigeria's gross national product, and majority of the rural populace are employed in this sector. However, the mounting cases of deforestation, oil spillage, erosion and desertification have aggravated the loss of environmental resources, including agricultural produce.
We use this to fishing, to kill fish and train our children. I think it's all this young one we use to train them. It is because of the area polluting the area. We don't have nothing to buy anything.
A study commissioned by the World Bank in 2007, Nigeria accounts for roughly 1/6 of the worldwide gas flaring, which in turn spews some 400 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This is aside from the oil spill that has been a feature in the Niger Delta region, an issue that federal lawmakers have queried the oil companies about.
They have to restore the same environment before even paying compensation. But what we see is that they clean up without restoring the environment to the original status.
According to the United Nations Millennium Development Goals, between 2000 and 2010, Nigeria's forest area shrunk by a third, from 14.4% to 9.9%. A report from the Ministry of Environment indicated that 43.3% of the total land area in the country is prone to desertification. The previous government launched the Great Green Wall project, which comprises a green belt of 15 kilometers wide and 1,500 kilometers long, stretching across 11 states, from Kebbi in the northwest to Borno in the northeast. Another environmental concern is flood. Nigeria experienced her worst flood situation in 2012, according to the National Emergency Management Agency. 30 of Nigeria's 36 states were affected, while an estimated 7 million people were also affected. The agency said that over 2.1 million people were displaced, while at least 363 people died in the disaster. The estimated damages and losses caused by the floods were worth 2.6 trillion naira. Gully erosion, the most impressive and striking environmental challenge, is threatening several states in Nigeria, especially in the southeastern part of the country. Hey! In most cases, it strips the people of their habitation and their means of livelihood.
My house is at threat. I don't know what I can be able to do now. We have 3 or 4 families at that house.
This month, Nigeria joined the rest of the world to mark the World Environment Day on Friday, June 5, and the World Desertification Day on June 17. These are part of global calls for nations to rise and protect the environment. Nigeria must take steps to ensure that her people are not victims of frequent environment disasters.